tripping, this is easy, easy.
EA Sports brings you a special edition of the National Football League for this Halloween matchup.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Caribbean Isle of Puerto Rico and its historic capital city of San Juan. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for a team to just score, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And a look here at the veteran under center, their seventh-year quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Fletcher. And that's incomplete. You look at this defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing it.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown. A great play there. A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air. And the Dragons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win. But definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Fletcher trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Down the left sideline. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's...
Touchdown! A great effort there. With touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dragons have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Browns set to take over. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I'll overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he coughed it up. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. To bring this one out, it's a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Fletcher. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. When you look at this defense, they come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a play fake here on 1st down. In trouble, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Looking to throw. Fletcher. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Operating from the gun. Fletcher. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Fletcher. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Fletcher. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. On 1st down, Fletcher. Over the middle, complete. That's Walker. And he's brought down. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get 1, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. San Juan now getting set to take over on offense. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game, so I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 37. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
On 2nd down, a run with Price. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
On 3rd down, here's a run with Price. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Dragons are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist, you know, that good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing, change things up a little bit, and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to. And he's going to have to eat this one as Downey. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. Looking to throw. Fletcher. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Here's Braden Mann now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taken from just outside the 30. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. San Juan's offense ready to get started again. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Rolling to his right. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll run a draw now with Price. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
Kenneth Walker headed back out there. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. To throw on 3rd down. Fletcher. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. advantage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On play action, they'll throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Dragons will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
On second down, it's Walker. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Here's 2nd and 7. And going right back to Walker. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw. Fletcher. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play that time on a catch and run. 34 yards. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but It's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Fletcher. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of it?
Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Here's a 2nd and 7. Got a man, that's Ward. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a toss running left. It's Price. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short. So it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Up the middle they go. Ayers. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Call that a gain of 11. They'll look to throw here. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. He'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure. And it's 2nd down.
Okay, ready?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown! 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Dragons have taken a 6-touchdown lead. On the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they've built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Cleveland offense making their way out. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Eluding, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He'll look to set up his blockers. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air.
Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Out of the gun, here's a give to Price. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Let's go now. Ready.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. From the gun, it's Walker. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 8. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
He finds his man, complete. It's Price, and a good 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long, because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he gets the 1st down.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dragons continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Fletcher. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Point after here coming up. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. On 1st and 10, Fletcher. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to fit
it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Now he's loose at the 40, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest, but now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick him off for the 2nd time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly, but they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. That one looks like he'll throw here. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball, but for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys.